bottom lane, but also taking a look, like, how many angles can we try to gank Keshi on this Olaf and put him behind with Trundle Pillar and Camille hook shots?
Right now, I'm looking
super happy about where the wave is. Keshi should almost never solo kill you in this position. You have cookies. You're
he's gonna flash in. One more auto. He misses the Q. Oh, it's disaster for Keshi, and it's a wondrous first blood for TheShy. If you're in this lane, and also makes IG's team fighting just even more dangerous and scary for ThunderTalk to have to think about.
You see how OP this champion is? Oh, Galio's coming. Keshi's about to get himself killed
Keshi's trying to run him down and is in for a rude awakening. There's that ignite that we talked about, and it'll be combined with the Justice Punch of Rookie to make it 2-0 IG. Now in the bottom lane, a little bit of fighting, but the Magical Journey will send both bot laners out.
That one, I'm like, yeah, Keshi dies
Not
for
level
that.
6 just yet. Gonna want to have that ulti before he even thinks about going for a play, and it'll be too late at that point. So Wei should be able to pick up this first Drake with push going IG's way, and now maybe they can look for a little bit more here in the 3v3.
I think Junhao actually doesn't get level 6 because he went for that top lane play, right? Like, he doesn't have time to get the experience.
Yeah.
Feather's just going to be able to get out, and here's the 1v1.
Oh, the Ragnarok gets expired by Keshi, and that means TheShy's going to have a whole lot of power. The Ignite's taking the attack sweep, does the deed, and Keshi falls to 0-3, 7 minutes into this game.
Kind of how you have to live in this scenario. I wish we could take a look at what the top lane quest was looking like, because
Chain of Corruption was cleansed. That means Jachi's going to go forward. Both bot laners flash away, and On will live with about 150 HP. Very dangerous situation. Somehow the IG bot lane winning without having an ultimate.
Yeah, Invictus Gaming are just styling on their opponents. Maybe they try to make an answer here. Junhao's going to get paid if he finds this. There's that cease and desist, but Jachi has the wild growth on top of him with the help of Meiko. Now they have their ultis, and the Transcendent Jachi's going to be able to take down Junhao for a 4th kill on Invictus Gaming's side. Rookie's on the way as well with a full HP bar. Going to try to at least cancel that back of On, or at least slow Feather's pursuit down. It'll just be the Bard on the run. No more mana available, and Rookie should be able to back away without having any more damage be done. This is so tough now. I mean, Invictus Gaming, they just got all 3 grubs. They got to steal the Raptors, and now we get to punish mid as well. Yep, a lot of knockups. The Flash not even going to get him away from the taunt. However, allows for Junhao to join the fight with the Petrifying Gaze slowing IG's approach. Actually, will be Heru surviving. It is his flash. Like, it's expensive, right? It isn't a kill, and that's as good as it's going to get right now for ThunderTalk, but losing out on that flash has Cassiopeia, who still has to finish her boots, which is going to delay her from being able to finish her Rod of Ages as well. Oh my god. TheShy, there's no minions anymore. Ultimatum, Ignite. Oh, he Qs the tower. He's going to not go down the minions. He lives with 20 HP. Okay, all right, never mind. He's just the goat. He was in the matchup that Keshi was doing pretty good in for those first 3 levels. ThunderTalk looking for a response. They're going to try to find a kill onto Rookie, and they do. The Galio deciding not to use his flash, as it will be Junhao finally getting TT on the board. Uh-oh, no one else is bottom lane. On has no sums. There's at the Chain of Corruption. It is on to Meiko, but he's not tanking tower aggro. That's on the Trundle. Tempered Fate will buy a little bit of time, but Jachi still gets the kill with the Transcendent auto attack and gets out of tower range, and the redive will commence sooner rather than later. Subjugate wasn't even used, and that means Zedway's a tanky boy and will survive to give IG their 7th kill of this game 1. Meal buffs, right? Like, normally, these buffs are very marginal, but having that little extra damage on the W probably did a little bit there, as well as the shield bonus. So, you know, there's a little bit of a good... Max, or if he's doing even like some freaky like hook shot max, then I think our point kind of falls flat. Okay. Real quick, 2 dragons for Invictus. A dragon... or sorry, he's doing hook shot max second. All right, so our point about the W changes really doesn't matter. He just makes the champion feel more powerful with his nameplate on it. That's what we're gonna go for. He's just it's not even his world skin. True, actually, it's his old junglers. That's actually a great point. That was just not fair. What is it? It's IG Fiora, right? Yeah. Oh, that might have actually been no, that might be his. I think it is his, because Duke is... I'm trying to remember what the... Wait, I can just turn around. I have them.
Oh my god, he's going to 1v3. Here's the ultimatum, there's the precision protocol, and that's a kill for TheShy. There's 4 people trying to take him down, and finally he will fall. It's going to be on to get a big shutdown, but TheShy just aura farmed a little bit more onto Keshi.
I saw TheShy in the player cams. He's like, guys, they said 4 for me. Like, what do you want me to do? I already killed one of them.
He's
I got my 1v4.
Right
yeah, he's like, guys,
4?
He's like, guys, I'm 34 years old, guys.
What you want to hit? Now in the bottom lane, it's Wei popping the subjugate, allowing for TheShy to go in. He Cho'Gath ults on. We'll be able to take him down again. And this Camille just cannot be stopped by anybody.
They are getting completely steamrolled here in this game. It doesn't matter that they're finding individual leads or that mid lane is somehow even in this matchup. As much as I was hyping up this Cassio, there's another caster curse. Let's go hunting for a snake. Let's make some boots.
Yeah, you maybe win the 1v1, but not the 1v4. A lot of knockups every which way. Jhachi ends up getting yet another kill.
He's going to win this.
Invictus Gaming.
He's going to win this.
Continuing to stack pile.
Disoriented. They don't really know which waves they're allowed to go for. And TheShy playing Vision so perfectly in that last one. Oh, good luck.
There's that Camille Gallia we were talking about finally coming to good use. Rookie gets his 2nd kill of the game. Says, TheShy, you can't have all the fun. I want to help out a little bit too. Heru back in the death chamber for a little bit. Dragon still available, but IG looking to crack open the base instead. Tier 2 mid, Tier 2 bot, both down. And they'll continue this push with these synced up waves, at least for the next little bit.
I just had a ping from the TheShy fans and his lawyer. I technically did just slander him, so I want to apologize to the GOAT. He is not 34, he's 26, which means
he's
I'm
26?
as old as TheShy. Yes.
That is great. I mean, I guess
if you're 26
really
or older out there, remember, you have won less world championships than this guy. Anyway.
Oh, Jhachi's in some trouble. He's going to go down. That's a big shutdown over to Junhao. And hey, here comes Keshi. Doesn't have to fight TheShy yet, which means he's pretty good. But there's that subjugate coming out from Wei, yielding him nearly unkillable. Rift Herald from Meiko almost finds 3 knockups before eventually crashing into the wall. It just slows down ThunderTalk's retreat path and allows for
Meiko right there got out of a very tricky situation. Olaf almost turned and killed him. All right, TheShy, if you win this 1v3, we're turning off the stream.
The miasma slowed him down. He's
Thank
dead.
God.
There's the cosmic binding. Junhao's getting very rich with all these shutdowns going into his hands. Maybe you wanted to go somewhere like Heru or Keshi, but you know what? You'll take it on the Vi nonetheless.
I said we would turn off the stream. That was me making like a 9 to 10 gamble right there. I was like, if he wins this, I don't think we're going to be able to follow through. I think I might have just done some lying on the stream.
Well, there's just not a lot of series to be happening if that ended up being TheShy winning 4v1. So
yeah, that's fair.
About the same effect as just not watching the stream. But of course, we do want you to watch. Here's another ulti here onto Jhachi. He dashes away, but the knockup from Rookie is going to be able to protect him. And Keshi doesn't even get the kill. It's a double kill for the Yunara. As the engage falls flat on TT's side, it seems like the rest of the squad wasn't really ready for that engage.
You know, if Jhachi hadn't just Cassiopeia or he walks up versus on, it's like, oh, cool, like I just get to have free CC.
As you mentioned it all, just a powerful use of utility, as Rookie has been caught out by Junhao, is going to get cease and desisted, flashes over the Krug pit, but Junhao will follow, and the shutdown will go Heru's way. Keshi gets immediately one shot, though, and TheShy is into the backline, finds the ultimatum onto On, and takes him down 100-0. It is 4 kills for just a couple on the other side, with Junhao running for the hills. 4 members of IG gonna make their way back over to the Baron and take it down.
They have enough damage for this every day of the week, just completely stomping over ThunderTalk. I thought this was cute from Junhao, and there was that cosmic binding that we saw in bot lane when they went to go for when Junhao came through. I'm keeping my eye on Feather. I'm not super excited about this Bard, but if we talk about the series as a whole, this is a rather expensive Fearless draft. Cassio's out, Olaf is out, Varus is out, a lot of scary champions.
Stun land on the Jhachi, but he cleansed away. TheShy now has the ulti on the Junhao. Going to combine with Rookie on the hero's entrance, but Junhao buffers the CC. Still going to go down, though, as Wei gets the first kill of the fight. Jhachi's now transcended. They get 3 kills, looking for a 4th. ThunderTalk are dropping like flies. Only On is left alive, and he won't be for much longer. That's the ace. That is the game. 24 minutes, start to finish. It's IG taking game number 1.
7, 2, and 4, 7, 1, and 6. That is TheShy and Jotchi's score lines for the game. Great.
Very limited lockdown options for some of these backline threats like the Twisted Fate and the Ashe. But the early game, very powerful, as you said here, Alk. So if Junhao can get active, they're running out of mana. Forces Meiko's heal. And that means that Junhao's starting out the Dragon. However, Rookie teleports in here with the Destiny and means that Wei is able to get first blood on trying to fight this 2v1. He flashes over. Will be able to get the 1-for-1 trade, but not before Jotchi takes him down as well. Dragon secured here by Invictus Gaming as Heru stole the call of the pack, but doesn't want to use it to try to go into what would be a suicide mission.
Man, that is just the value of the Twisted Fate. He thought, oh, it'll just be me and enemy jungle. It's like, oh, well, no, it's me, enemy jungle, and their mid laner. And we even saw, I thought, some pretty juicy tech coming in from Jotchi and Meiko. Meiko's body blocking. He's like, you are not getting these Ezreal Qs off on my AD carry. On has to invest the flash. Fury now is ahead in camps, ahead in kills. Uh-oh. Now
TheShy pops ulti up top lane. On to Keshi. Equalizer comes out, but it's only onto the wave as the Rumble is now overheated. Flash still available here for TheShy. He'll use it to get away from the chains, and Heru unable to find the kill, at least for now. Sonic Wave connects, and Junhao will look to re-dive this. Ambessa will jump forward with the Ward Hop. Does not have that Dragon's Rage. TheShy still surviving. He's ducking and weaving. Finally gets flashed upon by Keshi, and he dies with a smile on his face. Now in the bottom lane, it's Invictus Gaming looking for a dive of their own. The Q from Meiko will secure the kill on the Feather, and will make it an extended 2-for-1 play in favor of ING.
They put 3 people, and look at the experience difference between Wei and Junhao. He's a full level up. He has his ultimate on this Nefiri. Junhao has to take the enemy blue buff before you can sniff putting a point in his ultimate. Rookie likely is fine. He might have to use his flash, but Heru doesn't have enough mana. The wave is too short, and they dove bottom lane at the same time. It is a little lower because Adaptive Force is like weighted differently. Like AD is 0.6, and then it's 1 AP. So yeah, it would be probably 20.
Oh my god, Keshi!
This is Heru.
Keshi's gonna get a solo kill. Oh. Okay. This Rumble's come to play. A little revenge up in the top side as ThunderTalk's top laner ends up killing TheShy in the 1v1.
Now, are they going to do Keshi right and give him his own replay? Or different based on what side you were?
Oh, the freak thing. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so his flamethrower would just deal
50-50.
less. Well, if you know, over a large span of games, that just means that you're a stable top laner, right?
You know what? I guess so. Volatile at the very least. Rookie's running the wrong way. He's being chased down by 3 members of ThunderTalk. He has his ultimate barely about to come off of cooldown. It's in 8 seconds. Can he continue to duck and weave? He dodged away from another Sonic Wave, but he gets smited down by Junhao, and this will finally be the kill given over to On.
That's tough.
No extra magic damage shield just yet. On shifts away, goes right into the Encore. He cleanses away from that, and there's Wei all the way over the Raptor Pit with the call of the pack. That call was coming from a mile away, and now it's Rookie getting locked down by Keshi and Junhao. That'll be a trade, so it's a 1-for-1, and the Sonic Wave comes forward again from the Lee Sin. That's a second kill in for Junhao. Jotchi has the Ranger's focus unlocked, but still, ThunderTalk looking to have more on their plate. Heru jumps back in. Sonic Wave goes wide. There's a stolen away call to pack as Heru jumps in onto Wei. The Nefiri's at 200 HP, but Heru still has that empowered blast cone. He jumps over, not going to find the kill. True shot barrage, not finding Jotchi either, as Wei will be able to survive. Well, but Junhao jumps over the pit. And it's actually going to be Keshi getting into the fight first, so it could be a 5v4 temporarily. Smite secured by Wei. And so it will be Shelly collected. Rookie Destiny's into the mid lane to make sure that he's able to match the tempo of the Rumble. And so ThunderTalk and yeah, they do no damage, so they're not useful.
Yeah, they do no damage. That's completely correct. All right, if we win this dragon fight, though, I'm a little sad.
Crystal Arrow. It connects onto On. He still has that Arcane Shift available. Dragon secured here by ThunderTalk, and here comes the engage. Public execution for TheShy finds Heru, but Junhao kicks him away. Jotchi in the Herald, able to escape. Sonic Wave goes wide onto Rookie, but Junhao is still looking for the chase. Has his flash, but will not be in range to land that kick. Might be able to onto TheShy, though, but he slows him down enough to force his flash away. Keshi continuing to chase him down. Heru able to finish the kill, and ThunderTalk coming back into this one. That's 2 kills.
Gaming, if they are even, if they don't already have the jump, Keshi, you got to be careful here, buddy.
Ooh, gets his back
He's
canceled.
not able to get it.
And there's the arrow for a little bit of extra hurt. Still has the equalizer up. And Keshi actually still alive. Gonna force the flash out of Meiko to land the encore, but Heru has an encore of his own. Says, play it again. I'm gonna jump in and steal your kill. It's a double kill on the other side though for Wei. And the public execution comes in from TheShy. Forces on to shift away. And now it is Junhao flashing underneath his tier 2 turret. Jotchi continuing the chase. Wei with another darkened dagger should be able to finish off a kill. And there goes ThunderTalk. 4 more for IG as they'll break open this top lane tier 2.
It just saves me so much breath from going on my diatribe about how ThunderTalk could fight back in this game. Hey, it's only 3,000 gold. It's not that big of a lead, but they just don't have the damage right now. This Ezreal, who is supposed to be this 2-item monster, just isn't there because Jotchi's already beat him to that point. Rookie is both tanky and also really flexible in what he's able to do. And because they focused out Heru first, I don't really care that they're killing Jotchi here. It's 500 gold going over to Heru, but there's no objectives to play for. Damage of Voltaic plus the Black Cleaver. And Heru tries, he tries to look for something, he tries to get the hero
Wave in a
play.
decent spot right now. It's Dragon now spawning in 15 seconds. You can see IG controlling the pit. There is the gold card onto Junhao. He safeguards away though. And now forces Wei to pop the Hound's Pursuit. There goes the ulti on to Keshi, and the main carry for ThunderTalk is down. Wei jumps forward for a double kill, and Rookie Destiny's over into the back line of TT. It's 4 kills, soon to be 5, as On's able to barely shift away.
Over ThunderTalk with a bunch of rookies, and for Invictus Gaming, they're just doing it with 1.
And that's just his name. He's been in the league for like 12 years, so it's not really a rookie at all.
My favorite was when we had Renard and Nya playing, and I got to run this graphic.
As they call it, the split 3 postseason.
They get the Siege. Invictus Gaming have too much setup. This Seraphine. I like the combination of what we're getting from Invictus Gaming, from this composition. Like, Rookie is too tanky, and now he's hit 3 items on Twisted Fate, which kind of feels like the sweet spot now. Doubt we're going to see 4 items in this game, but if we do, is likely going to be a mandate. Okay.
Heru's in some trouble. Yeah. Dodges over the Darkened Dagger, but still will eventually get taken down by Jotchi. So 1-0 underneath this bot lane inhibitor tower, and this might just be the icing on top of the cake. Rookie uses that TP to force TT's remaining members back into their own fountain, and they're not going to get much further than that before their base eventually crumbles. Nexus Tower's under fire. Jotchi still very strong with that Ranger's focus, and there's not much that TT can do. Junhao's going to have to pull the trigger sooner rather than later, or this game will just end. Maybe waiting for Heru, who respawns in 8 seconds. But it's another last-ditch effort that will prove fruitless for TT. Junhao takes a big chunk of HP. Another stun lands onto the Ezreal, and Nexus will go down in just as quick of a pace as they had in game number 1. IG smashed ThunderTalk in game 2, and we'll go up to match point
here. TheShy is going to play some Vayne top lane right before it gets nerfed into the ground, and he's going to try to style all over this Rookie and Keshi on the Renekton. Need to get them back into this game.
Yeah, I mean, they're going for the dive here because this is not a timer that they're expecting Junhao to be on. Double flash forward, though, and Jotchi picks up first blood. Junhao just has to watch as his flash as well. So that's another cooldown that is no longer in his hands. They're still looking for more. Handshake lands. That's the cleanse immediately from Jotchi and On. And there's so many spears into this. Aphelios is back. The final auto does it again. It was top lane domination in game 1. Does not end up being successful, at least for the time being. Junhao making his way in to cut TheShy off. Lands a root, and the wave is crashing in now. Looks like TheShy will end up going down as Junhao gets on the board for TT.
Also, TheShy hadn't recalled this entire time. He dies and buys a full-plated steel caps. And look what I said, right? I said not on the wave that was spawning, but the wave after. Wei could show up bot. He does. There's a 2-level difference here. It's more like a level and a half because
it hurts.
Jotchi is level. There's Bluey.
Going the wrong way. Gonna try to get the execute maybe, but he's gonna go right into Wei's loving arms. Spear connects. So that should just about do it. This Aphelios is toast, 23 CS. You can see the frustration on his face in the player cams. Not the way he would want his season to come to a close, but it's looking more likely than not.
Is doubly painful this season because of quest experience. You do not get it if you're inside the actual or outside the lane. So they're getting nothing for this.
All they're getting is more deaths into their scoreboard, as Feather should be going down with the Ren. Here comes Junhao, though, with this redisplay of talent. Bailout not going to save Jachi, so it's a double kill picked up for the Kiana. Top side, Keshi goes down as TheShy gets a little bit of help from his jungler to make it a 1-for-1 up on the top side of the map.
All right, on very immobile champs coming in from IG. I'd say that versus a Kalista. Slows are going to make her impossible to play. I think it's an okay angle. It's just really, really damn tough when I press tab as Kiana. 100 gold flat up front, and then every kill, every takedown gives you more gold, just a little bit more. So like if you get a kill after finishing it, it's just kind of like, okay, well, can't play that.
Well,
good job from Way to try to cover.
It's going to be 5 members down here for TT. So they're going for broke onto the tree. Has a previous play of talent connected, but he twisted advances away. Going to just be the 1-for-1 as it's Heru who ends up falling, and TheShy still running away from 4 members of ThunderTalk. Keshi unable to close the gap. And so all that is done for just a 1-for-1 trade, with plates also going IG's way mid and top.
Yeah, Ori is getting a lot of gold here, guys. We sunk all of this to do what? It's to get Junhao an extra kill? Sure, that is good, and that continues the narrative that we wanted to have, where Junhao has to basically play this game 1v9, but that is not the way that I would want to see them kind of rubber band themselves back, and you gotta spread the wealth. Maybe that's not putting gold into On's.
They're going to try it again, this time on to Rookie, as On has his red and white guns, and Keshi alongside him is pushing this wave underneath. IG has sniffed this out, though. They know exactly what is happening, and they're going to bring their big dog over in the name of Jachi. Gets hit by the death sentence, though. Shockwave connects onto Junhao, but Feather's able to jump over, but only into the waiting arms of the Kalista. It is 2 kills picked up for Invictus, and Meiko's looking to make it a 3rd. Cleanse not doing anything to stop the handshake, as the powered blast cone will make sure that On is able to survive for a little bit longer. Heals up with the help of the Moonlight Vigil and will end up surviving. But Heru might not be so lucky, as Jachi has centered in on his next target, and it is the ThunderTalk mid laner. They throw out a couple of spells. Heru's going to survive for a little bit. And now it's Keshi looking for a fight. He flashes onto TheShy, pops the Dominus, but now with the teleport coming in from a Rookie, going to mean that the Crocodile has to go on the run. TheShy pops the final hour just to stay a little bit safer, and IG still playing a very aggressive game. Junhao flashes over, doesn't find the stun onto Rookie, and now Meiko can come in with the hostile takeover, finds both of the bottom laners, and the hook lands as well. Meiko very low, but he still will survive, and Jachi flashes over the wall. It is curtains here in this series, as ThunderTalk are wiped in their own bot side jungle.
Jachi is just picking up so many...
You don't see this big of a gold lead when you're like playing Senna lanes even. There's a shockwave that happened up there, or I thought it was, or maybe it was just a Q. My brain is melting, as does ThunderTalk's, as Feather dies as well. That's a 12th kill.
An anomaly. It was not the status quo. We're going to try to search with Gravitum. There's a TP behind. This is the last
double root.
gasp.
Nature's Grasp going to delay the continued aggression here for Feather. He just dies to the shockwave as Rookie presses R and says goodnight. And any hope at a play for ThunderTalk was put to rest before it even materialized. Tier 2 tower in the mid lane goes down. They could go to Herald, because that is still up at this
just bottom lane. Wow. I don't actually remember the last time I saw someone in a competitive game be up 100 CS, and much less in bottom lane. Oh, he's just gonna do it. He's just gonna shmove on him. He's gonna keep going. Good luck in your base, brothers.
Uh-oh. Here comes ThunderTalk, though. They're going to try to put him down, and they do. Shutdown goes, who guessed it, over to Junhao, as it'll finally be a small respite here for ThunderTalk, but it might not last for long, as the rest of IG also is pretty powerful. TheShy and Rookie come in to take down 2 more kills. And now Junhao and Heru on the wrong side of this fight. Junhao jumps over the wall. does not have his ultimate available and is going to get hit up by the shockwave of Rookie and taken down. IG's mid laner wants a little bit part of the action as well. As no Jachi, no problem. They're still going to crack open this inhibitor turret.
Jachi's like, hey, why didn't I get bailout? And Meiko's like, it just like a 900 shutdown.
Yeah, there's some reset mechanic in there.
80% of his team's goal difference between him and the opponent.
You know what? Beats me, but if I'm IG, I'm not complaining.
True.
The towers continue to get bursted down. Remember, both of our games so far have ended in less than 25 minutes, and this might be the shortest of them all. If IG continue this pace, Wei pulls the trigger, and that is immediately Heru getting taken down on running away as well. Junhao throws out the supreme display of talent, but does not find a single man. Wei ends up getting the kill credit, and it's a 3v5 into ThunderTalk space. Invictus Gaming built this roster. They brought back TheShy with one hope, and that was to make it back into the postseason, and they will do so with ease. Goodbye, ThunderTalk. Hello, Invictus. They 3-0 the Group Ascend representatives and will be in the playoff bracket with a shot at the World Championships.
In the fastest game of LPL this year, the previous record was 21:55, 19:47, 48. Who cares? They made it look completely